what's up, MPC heads on YouTube. I just wanted to do a quick demo on my sloppy drum playing. Just kidding. And also on how to make your drums hit harder, right? Boom. So, for example, we're gonna start fresh with a pad with nothing on it. Let's see. Let's go here. Nothing here, right? Pad bank C's pad 1. Nothing here. So we're gonna look for a sample. We're gonna just set up a drum kit basically. Here's a nice kick drum. It's pretty dope. I like it. This one happens to bump. Let's see if we can find one that's like a little more lacking. I have a whole bunch of dope drums on here, so it's hard for me to find something that's whack because I wouldn't have kept it. Well, let's see. Alright. Okay, let's take this one. This one got a nice punch to it, but it has very little low end, meaning it has little bass. So let's see. We'll put that there. And let's get a snare drum. Okay, let's get this snare. No, you know what? For the purpose of this, let's do the snare, which is a nice. So this is cool because this is like a acoustic snare ripped from a breakbeat, and this is like an old school drum machine kick drum, which is cool. It's got a nice kind of snap to it, but it doesn't have a lot of bass. So let's add some bass to it. So we'll go back to our load screen, and we're going to find another bass drum. Let's do this one. And we're not going to load it to a pad right now, so we'll just leave this to off, right? So we'll just go do it. And then we'll go to Mode, Program, and here, see, it's telling you that basically that you have this drum loaded here, right? But what you actually have 4 layers. See, layer 1 you got sound 3, but then if you scroll down one, you could add another sound now, and they'll play together when you trigger this. So like, we're gonna add this drum that we just loaded. So now listen to the difference between the 2 of them being triggered together and just the original drum. So we got one drum, right? And then when you add a second drum to it, or any sound for the matter, you could use a bass tone, you could use a snare, whatever you want that fits your purpose. But you listen to that bump, right? And you got all these you could actually tune it up and down. Each layer could be tuned, and all these parameters could be applied to each layer. So let's see, you got an interesting sound going. Oh, you could lower it. So now you got that punch coming from that first kick, and that nice low end bass coming, that thump that is gonna rattle your trunk coming from the second kick, right? That's nice right there. Boom. That sounds like a freaking explosion. Alright, so that's pretty dope, right? And so all these different parameters in program mode could be applied to each one of these sounds separately. I'm pretty sure that even the filter too. No, the filter could only be applied to the whole pad, but that's cool too. So if you wanted to have a little more bass, and a little less high end, you just cut that frequency, and then you raise the resonance. Alright, so let's try to add a little something to the snare, right? Because that snare is cool, but say if I wanted to have a little more thump to it, right? Let's see. Let's see if we can find something interesting. I know I have a folder in here called drums. I think they got some shit. Unfortunately, that's one of the differences between the MPC500 and the 1000 with a JJOS is the 1000, well, just the JJOS. Basically, when you save folders, it saves them alphabetically to you. The Akai way of doing it saves it in the order in which it was saved. Like, for example, the newest shit will go on the top, and the oldest shit will be on the bottom, which doesn't really make any sense when you're looking for stuff, It would be much smarter if it was. It would be much smarter if it was alphabetical like everything else in computers. But you know, good old Akai didn't bless us with that feature. But anyway, oh hey, here's my drums folder. So that's a nice little snare. In fact, that's a stacked snare already. So we'll pick something that's. Okay, let's add that one. And go back to program. Oh, okay, so now, since I added it to here, it replaced the other sound. So we're going to put the original sound there. Where's that original sound? There it is. So, I'm not really crazy about that, you know, but let's see if we could maybe make it work. Let's see. So, that's that. Peace.